Are you ready to do the easiest thing we're going to do in this entire course? All right. So when you're confident that the categorical syllogism that you're evaluating or creating satisfies all the criteria to be considered a standard form categorical syllogism, there are features of that syllogism that you can identify and use to determine whether or not the syllogism is valid or invalid. One of those features is called the syllogism's mood. The mood is the combination of the letter names of the statements that comprise the categorical syllogism. So you know your syllogism is going to have two premises and one conclusion, and those premises and conclusion are going to be some combination of A statements, E statements, I statements, or O statements. And so if you identify the two premises and conclusion and the letters that correspond to their statements, you've identified the mood. So if we have an argument like this one, no beards are Bardsley beards, all beards are Beardsley beards, therefore no Beardsley beards are Bardsley beards. Okay, all we have to do is look at that first premise. That's an E statement. The second premise is an A statement. And the conclusion is another E statement. And that tells us that the mood of this argument is E, A, E. Now take a look at this argument. No people with half a brain are people who can avoid legal trouble. Some people with half a brain are people with mugshots. Therefore, some people with mugshots are not people who can avoid legal trouble. So you tell me, what's the mood of this argument? Did you say E-I-O? Because if you did, you're smarter than this guy. And just because people ask, yes, this is a real mugshot of a real person who suffered some sort of traumatic injury possibly, or not possibly, obviously. And he's from Florida, of course. Okay, so let's do one more. No cowboys are people who wear sandals. All cowboys are people who wear boots. Therefore, some people who wear boots are not people who wear sandals. All right, what's the mood? Did you say E-A-O? Yeah. Okay, so mood, that's the first feature we're going to use to help us identify whether a given syllogism is valid or invalid. I told you this was going to be easy.